Hey guys, Jeremy Lafrentz of Backstage Entertainment, hanging out on Trivium's bus here with Matt Heafy. Matt, how you doing?
Very good. Yourself?
Good. Pretty good. Pretty
Awesome.
good. We were just talking. We got a scorcher out there today.
Yeah, unexpectedly hotter than usual here.
Talking about you guys being from Orlando, Florida, and it's a little more dry, a little more humid up here. So kind of not as used to this, but you're familiar with it.
Yeah. Plus, the tour we're on is all outdoor summer festival anyway. We just came from Arizona and New Mexico, so that was like 110. So.
Yeah, Arizona and yeah. So it'd be nice. It's inside up here, and we're here at Sokol Auditorium in Omaha, Nebraska. Kind of an off day from the Rockstar Mayhem Festival in the sense that it's not with everybody, but you still got a lot of the other bands.
It's a couple of the bands. Yeah, it's In Flames, Trivium, Kingdom of Sorrow, and Straight Line Stitch.
Right. So how has the festival been going so far?
Really good. Us, In Flames, and Machine Head are all co-rotating headline between the second and third stages and opening the main stage.
Okay.
So we're all equal build on that tour, and it's going amazingly. So 2 years ago we were headlining the Jaeger stage, and now we're headlining the Jaeger stage and opening the main stage.
Okay. Do you have a favorite band on the tour that you really like to even just watch?
4 of our favorite bands of all time are on the tour: Disturbed, Megadeth, In Flames, and Machine Head. Those 4 bands have been very influential to us over the years.
Right. Now, kind of talking about the name Trivium. How did the name kind of come to be?
Our old singer came up with it. The band existed 2 weeks before I joined. I joined in 1999 when I was about 12 or 13 years old.
Right.
It's Latin for three-way intersection, the 3 schools of learning, which are grammar, rhetoric, and logic. The old singer came up with it. He left the band 2 months after I joined, and we decided to keep it.
Yeah. You know, talking about being around since '99, you've been in the music industry for over 10 years now. How have you seen the music industry change all the way up to today?
It just always gets a little bit worse, I guess. But
Really?
Lucky for us, the only way we've ever made a living, we didn't even start making a living until 2007. So it took almost 10 years before we even made $1. But thankfully for us, the touring and merchandise industry has never really fallen much. And that's the only way we make money. Metal bands don't really make money off CD sales. So the only way we can really sustain is off touring and merchandise sales.
Yeah. So
stuff is always changing, and it's... Even though everything's so digital now, a huge chunk of our sales are still physical CD sales, which is pretty impressive.
well, that's good.
Yeah, it's still. I think it's still majority is physical CD purchases.
Yeah. You always wonder when they're really going to make that transition, and
it'll eventually happen. Yeah, there's no fighting it. It will happen.
Yeah. It's always nice to grab the albums though, because if you ever meet the guys, you can have them sign the album cover. It looks pretty cool. So
yeah. Plus, for us, this new record is a very visual record. We have 5 visual artists involved with this record, so you can't really duplicate that stuff if you just buy the digital copy. You need the physical copy in hand to experience everything else.
Okay.
So like I said, we had 5 different visual artists. They all had different jobs and stuff. One was graphic designer, CD packaging, album cover, logo, website, merchandise. That was Danny Jones. John Paul Douglas did the photography, the documentary. Wes Sumner worked with the documentary as well. Ramon Bupiseth did the live DVD, and he's doing all the music videos. And Megan Geese did the costuming that was in the music videos, the photography, and in our live show.
Okay, so there's a lot of hands behind making a new album. So that's not what the fans don't always realize that. But talking about the new album, which is called In Waves, it's coming out in August. Kind of talk a little bit about that. What are fans going to expect, versus other Trivium albums?
For us, it's the most cohesive record in the fact that it has every single thing thought out. I had mentioned about the 5 visual artists, and then we had 3 production team people as well. Colin Richardson producing, Ginge Ford co-producing, and Carl Bound engineering. So there were another, 5, 6, 7, 8 people involved with this record making this thing happen outside of the 4 of us in the band. So it's the most cohesive package. The metaphor I've been using that this record is not just the soundtrack to the movie, but it's the entire movie when people get the whole packaging.
Really?
Because the special edition comes with an interlude that's not on the regular edition, 2 extra songs, a full documentary, a full live DVD, music video, and a bunch of other extra artwork that's not involved with the special or with the standard edition. So there's a lot of things going on in this record.
Okay. Now, sometimes you'll get fans coming up to you, and you can take this how you want to, but you get fans coming up to you saying, "Hey, it's hard to sing your lyrics because you guys." I can't understand you. You get that a lot, or I guess what is your take on that?
I mean, sometimes I can't even understand what I'm saying either. So it happens.
There you go.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. So you just gotta read it and find out what it is.
What kind of brought that on too is, I'm sure you've seen these on YouTube. You got
the
interpretations
I love that video.
of Trivium.
It's funny. The kid that made the boat rudder video, which we love the boat rudder thing, and it's actually become like a running joke. The kid really doesn't like the band, so that's too bad because we actually really like his interpretation. So hopefully he does more.
Yeah, exactly. So it is kind of fun to watch those.
Oh yeah.
They do though. I've seen even like classical opera music and all that kind of stuff. It's
because the way songs, the way the vocals that vocals actually work is nothing is pronounced the same as when you speak. And if you sang everything the way it's supposed to be spoken properly, it would sound really weird.
Yeah.
So I just do whatever comes naturally.
What kind of vocal strain does that have on your voice?
The stuff I do, I don't know. I never took formal. I never learned how to scream properly. I just do what I do as long as it doesn't hurt. So I don't really know what I'm doing. And the singing as well, I just go for it. I've had vocal lessons here and there, but I found that the best thing to do is learn the formal, early warm-up practice stuff from a teacher, then go your own direction and figure out what works for you.
Do you prepare any certain way? You got the air conditioning going?
Yeah, something's leaking. This bus is falling apart. Yeah, I warm up vocals for about 10 minutes before the show, and guitar for about 15 or so, and do some yoga stuff, and then go play.
And go play. So not a whole lot, but yeah, you still got to do some.
Yeah, it used to be like a 3-minute warm up, and now it's shorter.
Yeah. Now, do you have any kind of craziest fan story that you can recall from just being on tour, on stage, anything like that? Just any fan that's done something for you that sticks out in your mind?
I mean, it's still amazing to me that so many of our fans have Trivium tattoos. Like, I don't have any band tattoo at all, but our fans that have that are some of the most loyal and dedicated fans, so that's still nuts to me that someone would like our band that much.
Right.
But we always make sure we provide the best music we can, so we're giving them something to back.
Right. Speaking of tattoos, you got the sleeves. I mean, any meanings behind them?
Yeah, both are duplicates of ancient 1900s Japanese pieces. Okay. I'm half Japanese, so I want to stick with something cultural, so they're only in traditional Japanese places, and they are duplicates, like I said, of ancient 1900s pieces. Okay. So I only have, this is 1 and this is 2, so I only have 2.
Yeah. Now, we're talking about that YouTube interpretation that, you know, the guy doesn't like you or anything, but have you heard any other kind of like rumors about the band that you just kind of found real crazy?
No, we've had all sorts of stuff, but that'll happen no matter what.
Yeah,
no matter what. Yeah, no matter what profession you're in, there's always gonna be people making stuff up. So we've heard some fun stuff, and we embrace it.
Yeah. Is there any music you yourself don't like that you're willing to admit on video? Or
no, a big thing with me and a big thing with our band is we break all the stereotypes of what a metal band is supposed to look like, sound like, and act like, and I allow myself to be influenced by everything.
Yeah.
All styles of music, all forms of art, and the biggest influence on me on this record was film directors and modern artists, and it wasn't really anything in the music world either.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you just pay respects to the people that are in the music industry, and you know what it's like coming up. And yeah, exactly. I just appreciate music. So, really, okay, for Trivium fans, what's the most important things the fans should know about the band? Just if you could even sum it up in a couple sentences, if you even can. It's a hard one, isn't it?
Yeah. We do what we love, and that's pretty much, I think, all that people need to hear. We don't write for something, for someone. We make the kind of music that we like to make. Yep. And that's the way we did it originally when we first started off, and that's how we hooked everyone in. So we just do what we love to do, and we can actually practice what we preach. We can actually play our songs live. We don't rely on backing tracks or auto-tune vocals live or anything like that. We do what we do. Yeah. And we can do everything that we put on our albums.
Good. That's a good statement. So if you like them, listen to them. If you don't,
give it a shot anyway.
Yeah, and make an interpretation.
Yep.
So, all right, just for the fans out there, just let them know, besides the festival, you got more dates to come, especially check out Rockstar Mayhem Festival. They're going to be on tour. What's upcoming for the band, and I guess where can other fans go to find Trivium?
We'll be on this Mayhem tour for another month or so, but in between we missed 4 dates because we're flying to play Wacken Open Air, which is an 80,000 person German festival. Okay. It's Judas Priest headlining. We're direct support. The next day we fly out and support Iron Maiden in Wembley. And so we will be successfully the most metal band in the world that weekend, because we'll be playing with Judas Priest, Megadeth, Machine Head in Flames, and Iron Maiden all in the same 3-day span.
Really? Do you get kind of giddy around those guys?
We've toured with them before. We've toured with a lot of our heroes, so it still is amazing to be around them and to play with them, but we are a very well-oiled machine as far as a live band goes, so we're never very nervous, because we know what we're doing.
Yep. Okay. Once again, Matt with Trivium. Check them out on tour. Go check out their new album coming in August, In Waves, and just check out Trivium. Hey everyone, make sure to like Backstage Entertainment on Facebook to see our photos, to enter yourself into contests for autographed prizes, and other news. Also make sure to click the subscribe button on YouTube to check out the rest of our videos. And you can find us on Twitter to get updates about what we're doing. For Backstage Entertainment, this is Jeremy Lafrentz.